Welcome to a CycloneFanatic.com Thursday. I'm Chris Williams, hanging out at Mr. B's with my good buddy Tim Sitzmann.
You notice it's
How
cold.
you doing, Tim?
Well, it's cold out there, and it's January in Iowa, and I'm doing great. Thanks. Good to always be with you, Chris, and all you Clone fans out there. It's good to be in Iowa.
It is. It's a little bit. I don't know if chipper's the word. It's a little chippy. It's a little nasty out there.
It is, but it is. One thing I like about Iowa is we always get change.
Yeah, you're right.
We get change, and a lot of these states that are in this great United States are the same all the time. We get change, and that's not all bad. And we got to look at the positives.
That's where I was going with
We got to look at the positives, both in athletics and in weather.
Another tough night last night.
Yes.
Cyclones got down by like 20-some in the second half, and then they got it back within 3.
Yep.
And I don't know if you were like me, but I'm watching that game. When they got it down to 3, I'm like, this is their game now.
You get really hopeful.
It hurt.
It is a frustrating time, I'm sure, for us as fans and for the coaching staff and the athlete as well. They can compete with the best of the best at times, and we all know that it's two halves, and you got to make a whole. You got to get that win, and you got to play at the full length of the game. And we were talking about it off the air. It's just frustrating that we have a 10-minute period where we just don't seem to play very well as a unit.
And that's been the case all year. I mean, you look back at the Northwestern loss. If you look at the UNI loss, the Texas loss last night, there's spurts with this team where they look really good.
Absolutely.
I mean, they look like a Sweet 16 caliber team, and then there are spurts where they don't look like they could beat some local high school teams when they're throwing the ball away and turning the ball over. It's just, I understand the frustration level.
Absolutely.
But I also think that it's important. I saw in the Des Moines Register on their website with Randy Peterson, his blog today, Craig Brackens told him after the game in a message to the fans, he said, "Don't give up on us." Which to me, I hope people read that, and I hope people hear us talking about that, because
Absolutely.
that kind of humanizes everything. When you're a fan, you get passionate, you're behind your keyboard, you start typing away. That kind of humanized it to me, where here's a college kid telling the fans not to give up on us. They're only 5 games into the conference season.
I think that's an aspect that we're not seeing in the locker room, and those kids are still together. And they're 19, 20-year-old kids trying to play a game, and they're frustrated themselves. And why do we shut down at certain times? And he's saying don't give up for a reason. They're trying very hard and working very diligently to make a great team out of that team. And I think there's as we've said many times on this blog, is that there's a lot of talent on that bench, and it's just putting it all together. And I don't think they're unlike any other team in that conference. They're frustrated at times.
Yeah.
I mean, you take the Colorado, which coming into Hilton this Saturday. They're doing the same thing. There's frustrations with them that sometimes they play very well. They blew out a Nebraska team, I think, last night by quite a bit.
They did.
So you just don't know what team's going to show up, and I think that's that age, and that's the homogenizing the talent together, Chris, as we know. In some of these schools, there's so much talent that they don't even have to worry about it. Like exactly. A Texas or a Kansas. There's just so much talent on those teams. It's amazing.
Well, Colorado couldn't be on the schedule at a better time.
Good time, and I think we're going to see a win this Saturday.
They have to get a win. Yeah. If they don't win on Saturday, I don't even want to think of what CycloneFanatic.com will be like on Saturday night, Sunday afternoon.
It'll be a little depressing, because I think the fans are needing a victory, and I think the players especially need a victory.
They need a big blowout.
Yes, they
is
do.
What they need. I mean, they need to go out there and convince everybody that the season isn't over. Because that's a lot of people, right or wrong, that's kind of how they're approaching things right now, and they're talking about spring football.
Absolutely, and I think that we're going to see a real well-played game by the Clones this Saturday, and I know we'll get a victory. I agree with you 100%. A blowout would be sensational to get their morale back, to see those guys get some fire in their eyes. But I'd be very happy as a fan for a win.
Just to
get a W. And whether you win by 1 or 100, it's still a win. It's still a W. And I'm for a win this Saturday. But I want to put a plug out for Bill Finley and those girls.
Yeah, what about that win last night?
And
it's phenomenal.
I'm telling you what he's done with that program is really quite quite amazing. He's put together a good recruiting staff that brings in the right talent for him as a coach, and he's competitive in a very, very tough conference, seemingly always. And my hat's off to him. He's doing a really terrific job.
Another great win last night by Coach Finley. Stop in and see Tim here at Mr. B's at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. You said you had a Fanatic stop in the other day?
Yeah, yesterday, and it was nice to visit with him. And we're on sale here at Mr. B's for our closeout of fall, and we'll be going on sale until about the 15th of February. So all you fans out there, stop in, and we'll give you a little extra value. So we'd love to have you. We got plenty of new things coming also for you to look at. So
they'll hook you up.
We'd love to have you, and keep the faith up. I'm with Brackens. Don't give up. Let's keep with them.
It's sports. It's supposed to be fun. Let's try and keep it that way as long as possible.
Absolutely, and a big win this Saturday for you and I, for both of us here at Fanatic.com. We want to win, and I'll take a 2-point win. I don't care. I know you want to blow out.
I'm swinging for the fences here, baby. I'm swinging for the fences.
Let's get a W.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tim. Tim Sitzmann here hanging out at Mr. B's at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. I'm Chris Williams saying so long.